Hey, what's up everybody, cause I'm a Fury here. Just read the news that the director attached to Gambit for 20th Century Fox, Doug Liman, has left. Peace, flew the coop, and he's going to direct the Justice League Dark film. Originally for Guillermo del Toro, who is, I don't think he's no longer attached to Pacific Rim 2, which is coming. Neither is Charlie Hunnam, but that's another story as well. So we have the director who abandoned the Fox project. And think about this, with all the hoopla surrounding Fantastic Four and the rights being up in limbo, rumored to be going back to Marvel Cinematic Universe, who knows what's going on. But I've been talking about Fox for years and how they have been the epitome of mediocre and how they have done the X-Men wrong. I don't know, no disrespect to Gambit, I love the character, but I mean, after X-Men Origins Wolverine, it's like we have enough problems with the X-Men timeline that I believe that this is a good move. I just not looking forward to the Gambit movie, not because I hate the characters, because the shit is a mess over at Fox. It is a mess. I mean, the best movie you got coming out comic related lately was Deadpool, and that's really loosely in the X-Men universe, only by like name association, not by chronological timeline or anything like that. So I'm thinking, like, with this whole news, I just hope really they're gonna make this movie take some more time with it, you know, because I mean, X-Men Apocalypse was incredibly mediocre. I mean, it didn't do anything for me. The special effects was bad. They misused the characters once again. The action was a little bit more popping, but too little too late, you know. But once again, like I was saying, Doug Liman has left the Gambit project and went over to now he's doing the Justice League, but DC that's another can of worms right now. I mean, with me and with many other people, they are 0 for 3 when it comes to movies. Man of Steel, I can't believe it, after all the shit I've gave Man of Steel, it actually has to be probably rated my favorite of the DC Cinematic Universe, and that's not saying much. Alright, Batman vs Superman was a big letdown. It was a fucking train wreck. I walked out of that movie theater and I was so disappointed. The first thing I did was live message on Facebook and was telling people how disappointed I was with the theatrical version. And we hearing that when the Ultimate Edition came out, that made the movie a bit better, but that didn't say much. And we're hearing that quite possibly Suicide Squad might have the same type of treatment, but now this leaves them in a bad predicament for the simple fact that check this out, the fans are gonna feel cheated. They was like, why the fuck should we go see these movies in the movie theater when we know we're gonna get a superior version on the DVD? Fuck that, we're not gonna go see the movie. So DC has set themselves up for failure. They have shot themselves in the foot for the umpteenth time. Alright, so we got Fox and DC, like, you were on to something and you just can't get it. You just can't get it right now. And the funny thing is, I'm not even a DC hater. I love the Flash TV show. I love Arrow, despite a lot of the fanboys turning their back on it. I mean, hell, I even thought Supergirl was pretty good for the first season. The second half of the season was pretty good. Their TV stuff is popping. Their movie stuff is trying too hard to be dark and gritty and have a mind of its own, that it's failing to connect with the people, which seems to be an issue with DC characters in general, because they're like pretty much shoved into our faces as being gods. Even Batman is a god amongst men. Like, this guy supposedly has a contingency plan, or he can strategize to defeat anyone, which I think is pure malarkey, right? You know, I mean, he crossed over with the Ninja Turtles and he can beat all four of them. fuck out of here. But anyway, and the thing is, I like Batman. I just think they do too much. They cash cow. They milking him dry. The teats are just spitting powder right now. But anyway, like Fox and DC, like comic wise, go back to the drawing board, you know, or just lighten the fuck up. This one, cause we got just, I don't get it. I don't get how we can have, alright, we can have we can have the X-Men 1 movie, which was, the first X-Men was, the second one was pretty decent for its time. It was pretty good. It was good for its time. I ain't gonna say pretty good. It was good for its time. Third was just like a all flash and no substance. It was bad, basically. And then it was so bad that they tried to start over with, they brought Matthew Vaughn in, and he did X-Men First Class, which a lot of people give crap to, but X-Men First Class actually was a very good movie. But you know what they did after that? They said, oh, Matthew Vaughn, thank you for breathing some new life back into our X-Men franchise. Hey, Bryan Singer, come on back in. And then Bryan Singer makes everything so depressing, so lack of action, so just pretentious as hell. Like he makes it so pretentious. Like I'm tired of hearing about this struggle. All right, we get the metaphor struggle. We get what the X-Men represent when it comes to civil rights, when it comes to gay rights. We get the undertones of that. We get that. I understand that. But at the core, this is one of Marvel Comics' elite fighting teams, and this guy, this fucking director can't even direct action correctly. He can't have more than one spectacle of action going off at the same time. You like, case in point, look at Civil War. Look at it. That's like a comic book battle. A comic book battle come to life. All right. There's so much action going on, and there's more than one character, and everybody looks good. Everybody gets to shine. The dialogue is in there. It's quick. It got a little bit of quip in it, but it feels fun. It feels like you actually looking at a comic book, and stuff on the screen, even though it's in live action. The pacing of it, you know, Bryan Singer, no, and because people are such X-Men fans, they have given this series a pass for years. All right, and they have given X-Men a pass for years. But I'm sorry, the moment Iron Man came out, and that showed me how a superhero movie should be, and how it sets up story and sets up future prospects without weighing down and being so full of itself, but yet being an enthralling story. After that, I started looking at the X-Men series differently, and people tell me I'm wrong for that. I am not wrong for that. I get it. For a long time, we thought this was going to be it. We thought this was like the epitome of superhero teen movies till the Avengers came out. Now I look at X-Men like, I now look at it, and I start to realize people are starting to see what I've been talking about for a long time. Because people were pissed at me because I actually expressed how boring I thought the X-Men movies are, and how everything is just painted in black, and how everything is just so mundane. But anyway, I've ranted too long about the X-Men movies. My original message was about the Gambit Director Liman the project, and now he's going over to DC. Is this going to help DC? Because both of these franchises, both of these studios need help. And I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen with them, because batting 0 for 3 in this new cinematic universe, I don't get it. I just really hope Justice League is good. I have really no faith in Justice League. That's why I'm hoping it's good. Wonder Woman look like it's going to be a lock, but I've been proven wrong before, because I thought the same thing about Man of Steel. But anyway, I'm out, because I'm a Fury here. I'm just keep telling you over and over again, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, and keep being you. Peace out, everyone.